What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here on Road Graders, brought to you today on the Russell Street Report, courtesy of Jimmy's Famous Seafood, and we are going to be diving in to the NFL debut of Mike Green. I'm joining you live from a campground. If you guys hear the outdoor noises of nature, that's what that is. If my kids come and interrupt, my bad. Let's get through this, but I wanted to be able to dive into this film nice and early, get it out to you good folks. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think of Mike Green's debut. Let's get into it, starting with some pass rush snaps. So we'll kind of look at, this is chronological, and one thing I will say for context, it looks like the Colts, especially when Daniel Jones got in there, really changed to some quick passing concepts. It's hard to kind of see some of the impacts. We'll take a look at specifically some of the secondary pass rush moves that we saw from Mike Green and really what I'm seeing as advanced pass rush technique. Very exciting stuff. Matches what we saw on film from his days at Marshall. Also matches what I think we're going to get from him working with Chuck Smith. So let's get into it. So you're going to see right here that little jump, double hand swipe, and then he gets around the corner and gets a little contact on the quarterback. So let's go back and break this down. So as he's going to approach the tackle, you see the tackle gets out there. That's pretty good positioning from the tackle. And so he's going to take that skip step, and then he's going to use both hands and swipe down on that outside hand. When he does that, right, if I can get to it, right there. So there, he's going to swipe down on the hands. And the value in doing this right here is where it creates that short corner, right? So he wants to skip and create that short corner. You can see right now that kick step, the back foot, is now behind where Mike Green is. So what that does is it allows him to bend, and you're going to see him focus on that inside foot and turn the corner right there. And as he does that, it creates that path to the quarterback. Ball comes out, but hell of a rush, creating that short corner for himself. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. That's what's going to make him successful at the next level. Very exciting to see. And Adisa Isaac doing, was that Isaac or Jabo? I think it was Isaac, doing work on the other side. That was one of the fun things about watching these reps, whether it was Isaac, Green, or a Jabo. Pressure coming off both edges. We'll take a look at the others later in the week, but very exciting to see from this edge rush group. This was the second team Colts offense, so that's like Blake Freeland at left tackle. So, I mean, it's not their starters, it's not Bernard Raymond, but still, good competition. Second team. I would have been great to see him against the first team, but it is what it is. So now we're going to get a rush here from Green on the right-hand side, and you're going to see him use... Again, he's going to swipe that hand away. So they credited the sack completely. It was a full sack given to Isaac, but I don't know. It looks like Green gets the feet here. So he's going to once again wind up and use that inside hand. It's almost the exact same move. A little skip step, knocking those hands away. And you can see right here, he leaves Blake Freeland completely empty. So he's going to have nothing, no leverage, and then he gets in on his feet. And I'm pretty sure he grabs Daniel Jones' feet here. But he didn't get credited with the sack. So right there, he's going to swipe those away. And again, it's the exact same concept. I won't go into it, but he creates that short corner, and that's what creates that lane to get to the quarterback. Now he's rushing with a Jabo, and you're going to see a little bit of his power game. And so what I want to show here is, first off, from Freeland's perspective, from the left tackle's perspective, hell of a quick set. So you're going to see him step with his left foot first, right out to Mike Green, get his hands on. See right there. And so a lot of the time when you get hit like that, it's going to jolt back the edge rusher, and it's going to just create a stalemate. And what I love from Green here is you're going to see a perfect display of his motor. What made him so great at Marshall was all those reps, especially against lesser competition, some of them in blowouts, but he just kept grinding through some of these reps, and this is exactly what you're going to see here. So he's going to get his hands inside, which is good to see. He takes that jolt, gets his hands inside, and you can see, well, I can't really see it too well, but he has his right hand up here right in the armpit area. So he creates that leverage point, and that's where he's able to create some momentum. So you see right there, he's going to move him backwards. So he has now moved him from a quick set. So right there, and you see him, he's driving him backwards. And right here, the ball comes out pretty quick, but after he jolts with that right hand that we just looked at, that left hand is going to come in and it's going to knock that way. Right there. And so once he does that, it creates that inside lane. So ball's already out, which is fine. But you can see as he gets into that secondary pass rush move, he creates lanes to the quarterback. These are little things that when, it's third down and the reps are a little bit longer, it's going to make a big difference. So really good to see. I love seeing him get into his secondary pass rush, use his motor. It's all these little things that I think are going to make a huge difference moving forward. See, this one, you're going to get the play button overlay. Sorry, it's NFL Pro. Until the regular season starts, it's crappy quality. So here you're going to get a little bit of his power, but then this is kind of a nice welcome to the NFL moment. So the left guard is going to come in and blindside him. And I wanted to put it in because every player, every rookie has a welcome to the NFL moment. So big question is what kind of went wrong here? So I would say one thing to focus on, and sorry the overlay is going to be on this. So he's got a one tech here. Jason Jones is lined up as a one tech on his side. You got the three tech on the other side. So that means the center is going to probably take Jones unless he slants hard outside, which Mike Green would know which way he's going to be slanting most likely. So with him moving forward, you're going to get that left guard giving help. And so that's exactly what happens here. So you see the left guard's going to give that inside help here. Center squares up just fine. So he's looking outside to create that opportunity. And then as Green gets into that bull rush. So Green just needs to be a little bit more aware when he's got that one tech inside. If he's not slanting out with him, then, it's going to free up that left guard for a double team. So like I said, great welcome to the NFL moment. I personally love to see it. Like I said, you see it every year with these rookies. It's a nice little coming of age moment. Green on the other side here against Freeland, the left tackle. And you're going to see a nice little stunt move with the linebacker. So he's going to stunt inside over to the A-gap, and then you're going to get a blitz from the linebacker right there as the roller. Nice explosive, and then once again, secondary pass rush move. So as he moves up, let me get a better angle of that. So as he moves up, he's going to use this outside right hand, push in, and then he's going to bring over a swim move with his inside hand. Right there, create that lane. Ball's out, doesn't matter. But again, secondary pass rush moves coming off the stunt. Little things that when reps get extended in the regular season, Mike Green, with his ability to create after the initial pass rush and his motor, I think is going to make a huge difference. Absolutely critical to see. See that little bend here. Ball comes out pretty quick. This is the touchdown that got nullified. So you're going to get a nice rep against the left tackle here. And this is just going to show his bend, right? Like we've seen this so many times. You even saw it in the stadium practice. So he's going to just bend and use that hand. There's that TJ Watt. This is such a classic TJ Watt looking rep where he just wants to bend and rip with his inside hand right there. And as soon as he does that, you can see clears the hands, creates that lane, and that's what I think he did so well in this game, was create lanes to the quarterback. Even when the ball was already out, whether it was rushing inside on stunts, getting into secondary pass rush moves, it didn't matter. He continually created lanes to the quarterback, created those leverage points. Just really good work from the rookie. Here I think we get a nice stunt. He's going to work one with Peebles. Yes. Oh, no. I lied. Oh, right. This is the one. So, again, he's going to go back to that skip step. He loves that. So, he's going to skip, push those hands away, and then bend around the corner. And so, you see, he does hit that foot. If he would have got about, you know how they say it's a game of inches. If he gets another inch, he's wrapping that foot, and it's a sack. But I think they'd still give him a pressure here. It did disrupt the pass. I don't know if this one fell incomplete, but it definitely forced the quarterback to take a step and then get the ball out. But another just really good pass rush move. And again, you can see how this kid has a path to success at the next level. But that double hand swipe with his ability to bend and plant that foot, it's exciting. I believe this one's the stunt. He's going to work with Peebles. And there he's just going to kind of drive the left guard into the ground and work through that post hand. Again, just seeing a little bit of a diverse skill set from him. I didn't really see... One thing I remember watching with a guy like Ojabo is he would always bend the edge, right? Or, even Isaac last year. It was always trying to bend the edge. And what I see from Mike Green is a pretty diverse skill set. So that double hand swipe, skip step seems to be a go-to of his. But you can see if he needs to work with power, if he needs to work inside, he doesn't really have an issue doing it. So it's just, for a rookie in his first game to kind of have that complete pass rush skill set, I think is a very big positive. Grab some plays from the run game. So you're going to see him set a hard edge here, force the running back to cut into the C gap rather than work outside. So you're going to see him right there working against the tight end. He's going to pop and not give up this outside lane, force him to cut, and there's that was a Koi? Yeah, Koi, 97. That kid studied. We'll have to watch. We'll have to do a little study on 97. But nice rep here against the tight end, just a pop. Very physical in the run game. Little things like this is why I think he has a path to playing early in his career compared to, some edge rushers that may be a liability against the run. I don't think he's going to be just relegated to pass downs. I think he can get out there really at any time. So here you're going to see him work on the backside, and so Colts are just going to run split zone here. So when you're running split zone, you got everybody obviously moving with a right zone step. Your split block is your tight end coming across and cracking that backside, and what that does is it creates those backside cut lanes, right? So Green's going to see that. He's going to work through the tight end, and then he's going to get up there and make a tackle. So that's the beauty of having an edge player that can work off that, because if he doesn't do that, there is a little bit of a lane there. You did have Sanusi Kane stepping up, but seeing him work through those blocks, especially against tight ends early, very good to see. You're going to see him work the tight end here and make a tackle there. So that's what we have on Mike Green. I think this was about as good of, if he gets that sack, that one that we looked at where he hit Leonard's foot. If he gets that individual sack, I think we're beyond fired up. But either way, very good debut. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of Mike Green's debut. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new here. And thank you to Jimmy's Famous Seafood for sponsoring this video.